Hey, it's Chris coming at you with your weekly fishing forecast, doing some Great Lakes carp fishing today. It's been really good. Before we dive into the forecast, if you like these videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up for our newsletter. We post them weekly. Starting off with trout. Trout has been phenomenal. Fished the Grand this past Saturday. It's down to normal flows after it was quite high mid last week, but weekend fished really nice. You've got really solid caddis hatches coming off there now, along with good numbers of gray foxes. You'll have a few olives around as well, some midges, crane flies, usual suspects. I'd be looking at that sort of middle stretch for the most part in the Elora Fergus area, although above Fergus, although it hasn't been producing big numbers of fish, has been producing some really big fish, so well worth a look there. And then lower down, the brown drakes do continue on as they progress their way up the river. On the credit's been good. Expect good numbers of stoneflies at this point, so definitely carry some like big stimulators and things like that. That'll get those fish moving. You can poke those around almost anywhere. We've got Isonychias starting to kick off on the credit and some other rivers, just the leading edge of that hatch, but again, big, really fun mayflies to fish, so keep your eyes out for them. We've got caddis on the credit too. You've got some foxes there, a bunch of fun stuff happening, so yeah, definitely worth getting out. Levels on all rivers at this point are pretty normal. We did have a pretty wet week last week, but everything's settled down just fine. I was fishing well this weekend. Looking at the muskie opener, we had muskie open on Saturday. If you got out there, hope you had a great one. Saturday we had a bit of a cold front, so it might have been a little tough for you, but should be heating up into this week as weather stabilizes. You're looking at those creek mouths and just off of those, sort of those deeper bays adjacent to the spawning areas. That's going to be your typical sort of spring, early summer muskie territory. Fish smaller flies. A lot of the bait fish this time of year are not huge, and those fish sometimes aren't super hungry coming off the spawn. So fishing, 6 to 8 inch flies, call it, in water, usually sub 15 feet is kind of the ticket there. If you can find some early weed growth, that's awesome. And then looking at pike. Pike continues to be good depending on what water body you're on. Colder water bodies will have those fish in shallower still. Warmer water bodies, they might be going a little deeper, but just adjust based on temperature there. And then looking at carp, it's been a great day for carp out here. We've hit, I think I've hooked 6 so far, and we're not done yet. So fish are starting to get on the spawn. Those fish that you see actively rolling and jumping and that sort of thing, just ignore those. But even in pods of actively spawning fish, I've been able to find several feeding fish just on the edges of those pods today. So don't ignore them entirely, just keep your eyes peeled for the right fish. And it's been really productive targeting those. So hope that helps you out. As always, come down to the shop. We'll be happy to help you out, make your next week a success, and we'll see you on the water.